Welcome to the West Virginia Legislature on the West Virginia Channel. I'm Beth Voorhees. Here's a look inside the House chamber. Pretty picture of the crystal chandelier in the House of Delegates. Up for debate and passage, two bills today on the House floor. Senate Bill 15, adopting learned intermediary doctrine as defense to civil action due to inadequate warnings or instructions. And House Bill 2122, making it illegal for first responders to photograph a corpse, nicknamed Jonathan's Law. Among the bills on second reading in the House, the amendment stage, House Bill 3019, requiring official business and records of the state and its political subdivisions be conducted in English. House Bill 4291, increasing penalties for teachers who commit sexual offenses against children. And House Bill 4323, relating to the reporting of emergency incidents by well operators and pipeline operators. This is the governor's bill to require them to report certain emergency incidents to the Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management within 15 minutes, unless exceptions apply. Also, House Bill 4347 on second reading, providing pregnant women priority to substance abuse treatment. And here's a look inside the Senate chamber. Up for debate and passage in the Senate today, Senate Bill 272, allowing investigators from the Attorney General's office to carry concealed weapons. Senate Bill 298, allowing restaurants, private clubs, and wineries sell alcoholic beverages beginning at 10 a.m. on Sundays. This is nicknamed the Brunch Bill. Also up for debate and passage in the Senate today, Senate Bill 516, relating to registration for selective service, to require automatic enrollment of certain persons required to register for selective service by the Division of Motor Vehicles. And here's a look inside the Senate chamber now. Also up for debate and passage in the Senate, 8 bills repealing certain obsolete legislative rules by various state agencies. Up for second reading, the amendment stage on the floor in the Senate, Senate Bill 10, creating the Unborn Child Protection from Dismemberment Abortion Act. Senate Bill 16, providing a tax credit for providing broadband service to unserved areas. And Senate Bill 105, creating the Tim Tebow Act, allowing non-public school student participation in SSAC member school athletics. Those are among the bills at the amendment stage on the Senate today.
House will be in order. All those not having privileges to the floor will please vacate the chamber. Members and guests will please rise. In lieu of prayer today, we have Olivia Pittman, who will sing Amazing Grace, and then we'll sing the national anthem.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. bright, shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's bright glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Members and guests will please remain standing as we are led in the Pledge of Allegiance by the gentleman from the 67th District, Delegate Skinner.
Thank you. Would the gallery please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Reading of the journal.
Journal of the House of Delegates, Charleston, Monday, February 15, 2016.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from the 48th, Delegate Hamrick.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that the further reading of the journal be dispensed with and that it be approved as having been read.
Gentleman from the 48th asks unanimous consent that further reading of the journal be dispensed with and it be approved as having been read. Is there objection? Chair hears none. Journal be approved as having been read. Gentleman from the 58th.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a citation presentation recognizing West Virginia State University. To accept the citation, we have officials and students from the university. Escorting our special guest into the chamber is the Kanawha County delegation.
Clerk, please read the citation.
Whereas West Virginia State University was founded as the West Virginia Colored Institute by the West Virginia Legislature 125 years ago on March 17, 1891. In 1927, under the leadership of President John W. Davis, through the expansion of academic programs and the construction of new buildings, the institution was accredited by the North Central Association and holds the longest continuous accreditation of any public college or university in West Virginia. And whereas in 1929, the institution became known as West Virginia State College, and over the next decades, West